Hey, I'm JR, training manager here at Crutchfield, and these are two of Pioneer's marine amplifiers. This is the GMME 300X1C. It's a mono subwoofer amplifier. This is the GMME 300X4C. It is a 4-channel amplifier. Both amps feature a lot of similarities. For example, the size, as you can see, they're pretty much identical and they're very compact. They're less than 10 inches long. They sit only under 2 inches tall, and they're only about 4 1/8 inches wide. So you should be able to fit these amplifiers into smaller nooks and crannies on your boat, your ATV, your motorcycle fairing, wherever you need a lot of power in a small space. They are both IP67 rated, which means they're built strong enough to keep out both dust and water. In fact, they're built well enough to be even potentially submerged in water for a short period of time. That's a pretty solid rating. That's a way to know these amps are really well built. Inside the amplifier is a conformal coated circuit board, so even if it does get a little damp or moist inside the box, they're going to be just fine. And both the connections and the control panel on top of the amplifier are sealed off with a rubber seal, so no water will get into those sensitive areas either. Both amps feature preamp and speaker level input, so if you're using them with a radio that has preamp outputs, RCA cables, you'll be able to hook them right up to that. They also include adapters so that you can connect speaker wire outputs from a radio directly into those RCAs. Those adapters, again, are included. Both amplifiers put out 300 watts. Now, the subwoofer amplifier is a mono sub amp, and it puts out 300 watts whether you're showing it a 2-ohm speaker or a 4-ohm speaker. It uses a regulated power supply for consistent, solid performance. And it's also a perfect match for a Pioneer 10-inch marine sub like the TSME 100. The sub-amp features a variable crossover from 50 to 500 hertz, so you can dial in just the right frequencies to send to your sub. You can also emphasize the bass you want with a bass boost circuit, and all of those controls can be found under the rubber-sealed control panel on top of the amplifier. The 4-channel also puts out 300 watts, regardless of whether you're using 2 or 4 ohm speakers. So that's 75 watts by 4. And that's configurable. You can use that in multiple ways. Obviously, you could use it to power 4 different speakers. You could also bridge 2 of those channels to power a subwoofer and use the other 2 channels to power just 1 pair of speakers. It's a pretty versatile amplifier. There's also a variable high and low pass crossover available on both sets of channels. So whether you're powering a sub or full range speakers, either way, you're good to go. Both of these amps feature some pretty cool technology inside, like a digital power supply, which is constantly monitoring the input voltage it's getting from your vehicle and can adjust the power output accordingly to make the amplifier more efficient. Also, there is a PCS, or protection control system, constantly monitoring the thermal temperature inside the amps to reduce output in case they do get too hot. So they will keep themselves safe and sound and powering your music all throughout your adventures. So, if you're looking for a compact powerhouse, well-built, watertight amplifier for your boat, your ATV, your motorcycle, any of those adventure-type vehicles, I think Pioneer's got you pretty well covered. If you have any questions about these amplifiers, please get in touch with us here at Crutchfield. Go to crutchfield.com/contact. You'll see a phone number. You can talk live with our advisors. You can even chat with them online. You can also post your questions here on this video on YouTube. We do look at those, and we will respond accordingly. Also, like, subscribe, and turn notifications on so you'll know the next time we put out another video. And thanks for watching.